Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. I'm Baba Sam. So I asked an interesting question on my social media pages. Do you need a healer to heal? And that's not such an easy answer. So a healer being, an energy healer, a doctor, a dentist, a spiritual healer, hundreds of different healing modalities out there and specialists. So the answer is sometimes. If I have a really bad toothache, I'm going to the dentist. When I was when I was run over by a van and I had a compound fracture in my left elbow, broken hip, I needed surgery. The body couldn't do that. So we need some help outside of ourselves at times. But we need to be mindful as well not to give everyone our power outside of us. Like when I was sick for 38 years, it was their job to fix me. And you know what happened? They didn't fix me. My health continued to go on a decline. I was getting sicker and sicker and sicker. It wasn't until I took responsibility for my health in my hands. And this is what I help in the Relief from Chronic Illness group on Facebook. It's remind people that the power is within you. And it's ultimately your responsibility to be the director of your health. We don't want to give all of our power away, yet we do need help. We also want to be mindful that we're not obsessing about our health, especially on what is wrong with the body. My arm hurts, my knee hurts, my foot hurts. If you really obsess about that, that will actually make it stronger. So we need to take a pause, take a breath, and see what is best for you. Do you need outside help, or can you handle this yourself? And to handle it yourself basically means going within, seeing what the wisdom arises within you. You could say our intuition, then taking steps on our intuition. Because ultimately, our intuition is the ultimate knower. It knows the way forward to accomplish anything in our life. Regards with health, finances, relationships, whatever it may be. That intuitive voice knows the way, where the mind is constantly guessing the way. And if this makes no sense to you, I understand. I did not know myself as a spiritual being. I only knew myself as the mind, the body, the thoughts. That was me. But in the beyond, getting relief from chronic illness or going beyond the head trash groups is always about remembering our spiritual essence, then operating from this deeper space. But sometimes we may not know that, and we have to back it up. We have to remember who we really are, that you're not the mind, the body, the thoughts, the beliefs, the opinions, the stories, the negative chatter, whatever you wish to call it. We are not that. And we just got to slow down, take a breath. What is best for you? And ultimately, you need to be the orchestra of your life, not allowing others to blindly tell you what to do when you follow along. We got to return home to who we are, the place of empowerment, that ultimately you know the recipe. I simply help you get to that recipe within you by clearing out this mental junk. And that just reminds me of something else too, where we need a healer, is if we're dealing with stuff in our blind spots or our subconscious. And somebody can point out, those things that are creating issues, or clear them out if they're creating issues that you may not be aware of. My favorite story on that was speaking to this woman on the phone. She had this chronic leg pain for the past year. The doctors had no answer. They couldn't figure it out. But I was able to tune into her and so, she's taking this pain in her legs and she's associating with something else. So it's staying in place. Let's clear that story. Let's point that story out to her. And the pain went away. In like 10, 15 minutes, it was just gone. There's no more attachment, creating that story, holding that pain in place. But we're complex creatures, if you will, that we're spiritual, but yet we have this mind and body. And if they're not all in harmony and they're all misaligned from each other, then life gets really messy or health gets messy. Alright, that's my thoughts on this subject for today. Take good care of yourself, and I'll talk to you soon.